What's up, guys? This is Winshear. I want to do a weapon review of the AN-94 in the assault class. Uh, Definitely an enigma of a weapon. I've tried using this weapon in the past before. For some reason, I got 600 kills with it, but I really like this gun. But again, I've tried to get footage of it before, and I'll get frustrated with it and just give up on it. Now I've kind of convinced myself that I really do like this weapon. I encourage you guys to try it. Most of you probably have, and again, I just don't see many people running this weapon, but it's certainly capable of beast gameplay, which obviously you're going to see in my weapon review here, as I always showcase. Varying ranges of situations, and I'll show you where it shines and where, how I recommend to use this weapon, and we'll go from there. But first of all, just like any other assault class weapon, this weapon does 25 damage. And let's see what the stats here. 25, minimum of 18, standard drop off. I like everything else. Not much side-to-side recoil, and about the same vertical recoil of the M16A3. So post-patch, they've really reduced the recoil on this weapon, making it much more manageable. By default, it is a 2-burst weapon, which is probably one of the best things you can do in this game, because you should always be burst firing your gun, so it forces you to burst fire, but also gives you the capability, if you don't want to go fully automatic, which is certainly a great benefit of this gun. Now, fully automatic, this gun fires at 600 rounds per minute, a nice, slow, but still relatively quick fire rate. Oh, and don't we just live for these moments right here in Battlefield 3? Look at what this gun could do full auto. Oh, how many guys we got here? About 5? Let's see what happens. Roll that footage. Oh, yeah. AN-94, a great complement to this weapon for situations like that where you just don't have enough bullets for 5 guys, you know what I mean? Whip that thing out, finish it up, clean up the mess. Yet again, let's see a triple kill. This is what this weapon's capable of. This is basically, if any of you guys like the L85A2, well, this weapon fires at the same fire rate as that weapon, does the same damage, fully automatic, but in addition to that, the 2-burst fire mode makes this gun incredibly accurate. It turns it into a sniper rifle. So you basically have an assault rifle and a sniper rifle in one with this gun. And that's something people just don't understand. And you're going to see me just destroy the team throughout this footage on Grand Bazaar here at the end of these clips. You'll just see me destroy an entire team holding down an entire alleyway with the 2-burst fire option. Again, you can burst fire this gun even fully auto, just like you can any other automatic weapon, but it seems to do, at long range much better with the 2-burst fire option. But again, flanking shots like this, where the 2-burst fire option may not be your best option, but full auto really makes it easy to kill those 2 guys. So a lot of people forget about that. Just hit your fire mode selection key and change your fire mode to fully automatic. And then you can switch it back. It also has semi-automatic, which again, I don't know why anybody would ever want to run that, but that is an option as well. So this gun will do anything you want it to. And you can see my loadout in this weapon, I typically, don't ask me why I like this sight, because I hate it on any other weapon, but for some reason on this gun, I just like the reflex sight. I like it more than the holographic sight. And again, I can't explain why. But a grip is not necessary on this weapon. You don't want a grip because this gun has no side-to-side recoil, so you don't want to take an aimed accuracy penalty with this weapon. So leave the grip off, put a bipod on. If you put an underslung rail on this, you'll be disappointed to find out that you can't run an M26 mass attachment on an underslung rail with this gun. For some reason, it doesn't marry up with the weapon, but you can put, like an M320 or something like that if you want like a grenade launcher or smoke or something like that. But don't think you can just, throw a shotgun on this thing and glitch like everybody's doing right now. So I pretty much just run a bipod attachment, which again, you'll see again why that's pretty important, because if you want to use this gun really long range, a bipod will just multiply the effectiveness of this weapon and make it a really good weapon. Now in terms of my 3rd tier perk on this gun, I'm up in the air on it. I think either a heavy barrel or a flash suppressor is good. You'll see me just rock the flash suppressor in these clips on Grand Bazaar coming up. Long range, it's still very effective, and it really helps you kind of mitigate the vertical recoil on this gun, so I strongly recommend the flash suppressor. But the heavy barrel is a good option too if you want to, kind of maintain the damage, but I really don't see much advantage of a heavy barrel over a flash suppressor in this gun in terms of my actual gameplay experience. I've been very successful with both. And you'll just see me turn around there and just took out those two guys, short range, very effective gun at those kinds of ranges. I'm taking fire here. Do you see what I'm doing? I've retreat, pulled back, and give myself the advantage to allow the enemy team to have to reacquire me visually. And while I'm waiting for them to do that, I'll take advantage of that time that I got, and I'll take them out. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed the reload animation on this gun. If you ever played Modern Warfare 2, it's exactly the same as the FN FAL, where you just kind of take your new magazine and you flick out the bottom one and load it up. It's kind of cool to watch, but unfortunately it's one of the worst things about this weapon is the reload time. The threshold on this reload time is one of the longest in the assault class. It's either 3.6 seconds. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong stats here. It's 3.5 seconds, basically as long as the F2000 if you're completely empty, or 2.6 seconds if you got a few bullets left. So that's one of the more frustrating things about it. But you got 30 rounds in the clip, so you know, like the G3 for example. I really like the G3, but having 20 rounds, you know, really limits your ability a lot of times. This gun, I feel, has the quick knockdown power of the G3 in terms of its, you know, burst fire capability and it's just raw knockdown power. So having those 30 rounds really helps you be successful with this gun, and it puts guys down real quick. Again, even at long range, it really just shuts them down. You'll see me just destroy some snipers with this weapon. And even in close situations like that, the burst fire capability of this gun still puts guys down quick, and it hip fires very well, as from my experience. This is probably, I think, the best hip fire assault class weapon I've used. I'm very comfortable hip firing this gun without laser sights. It works very well with that. And here I'm running the flash suppressor, and you can see it mitigates your vertical recoil by about, I think, 15%. Doesn't have any effect on your accuracy or your aimed accuracy, so feel free to throw this attachment on too. It works real well. There's that reload animation I'm talking about. This is exactly like the FN FAL on Modern Warfare 2. But there's certain situations where this gun's going to fail, and I'll tell you, 99% of the time, if you come up against a guy with an F2000 point-blank range, you will lose. You will lose every time. You just can't fire enough, you know, burst fire and/or fully automatic. But every other situation, against any other gun, I'm going to put my bets on this weapon. But again, having the capability of long-range capability with the bipod here is a great situation like this. This is how you want to use this weapon a lot of times. It's a very well-rounded weapon. I've used it in a variety of scenarios. It's not like, you know, with the L85A2, you're really just limited to certain kind of engagements, medium to long. Short range, you're just not going to win those engagements, and you only have one kind of fire mode. Whereas this gun, you can select a different fire mode and really make yourself, you know, twice as effective as you were before. And that full auto, I really like that kind of, you know, with the M16, for example, that's an 800 round per minute gun. I mean, like I said before, with the FAMAS, you'll just blow your load before you know it. And you sprayed half your bullets into the team, and you've only got 1 or 2 kills to show for it, and then you're reloading, you're constantly reloading. I just hate that. I like having a tapered fire rate of 600 rounds per minute. That's perfect for me. And I think you can get a lot more bullets on target that way and still be quite effective. But look at these shots I'm making here. Again, this is with the flash suppressor suppressed. I don't even have the bipod deployed, and now I just finally threw it out. Look how quick. I mean, it's like an instant kill if you get the bipod out. And these clips here coming up, you're going to see me just shut down the team here in this alleyway. Sounds really cool too. I really like the sound of this weapon. Kind of a deep-throated, quick, you know, 2-shot thump, you know. And then the second thumpy here is the enemy that you're shooting at hitting the ground, because I mean it just puts them down quick. But you know, I've expressed before I like the G3. I've got a lot of kills with that. But again, it's really frustrating only having 20 rounds in a clip. The reload time on it's pretty slow too. And it just kind of makes you, I mean, you're really limited a lot of times with that gun. Again, it's only good in certain scenarios. But these range kills are quite far away. I mean, look, I got a sniper right in front of me right here, right? I mean, I'm doing the role of a sniper and probably more. Getting just unbelievable nemesis streaks here, 8 and 10. I mean, just destroying certain players on the team. no matter what the team does, they just can't seem to stop me in these kind of areas. But now I'm going to push up here closer to this alleyway. And again, just trying to keep the enemy guessing, keeping cover. I mean, I know they're flooding down this hallway, but I'm not worried about it. Prioritizing my targets again. Always go after the guy that's closer as opposed to the guy that's further away from you. These guys just charging at me. I mean, with these aim bots, with these computer bots. I mean, you're not going to destroy me in this kind of situation. Watch out for that grenade. I mean, just putting them down. If you get a headshot with this gun, just like, well, just about any gun, you know, it's pretty much instant kill. This is my last clip I want to show. You'll see me just destroy the team and pick up, I think it is actually an M16A3, and start going to them at close range. It just turns into an unbelievable kill streak here at the end. And it's pretty interesting to watch here. But again, in summary, this gun, it does everything. I like guns that are very versatile, short, medium, long range. I mean, that's what you want in this game, because more likely that's how you're going to be playing this game if you're playing correctly. Encourage you to try this weapon. Don't forget about the fully automatic fire rate on this gun. I mean, I was guilty of it too. I mean, I was playing with this gun most of the day, and then I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot about the full auto, and then I started that up, and then that's how I acquired those clips that you saw earlier in the video. So if you think maybe you're going into a situation where you'd be in a close range engagement with an enemy team, just switch to your full auto, and that'll give you, you know, an added advantage of handling those enemies at close range. But here I am, just look at me shutting down this team here. I mean, long range, everybody jumping down on me. Whip out the AN-94 whenever you get in a sticky predicament. Survivability with this gun is extremely high. But not for your enemy opponent, that's for sure. Be patient with this weapon. Again, the loadouts, flash suppressor, heavy barrel, I'd recommend one of those two. Let you determine that for yourself, whatever sight you want. And again, leave the grip off this weapon. And that's a good player I'm playing against right there. Sniper. G-Money. He did the right thing and decided to withdraw from there. Throw out the bipod real quick. Whenever a sniper's shooting at you, or you see that glimmer scope, and you don't have the first shot, or you don't have the first ability, make sure you withdraw from the engagement. Then pop back up and try it again. Now I'm out of ammo, so pick up this guy's gun right here and just bring it on. Let's go some more, you know? Oh, this is, I guess, an M4A1, is it? I know they're going to be coming around this corner. Just keep going up, popping out, pre-firing, reloading, withdrawing. And nice little clip there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe it if you enjoyed the video. I'll have more to come. And don't forget and don't discount or underestimate the AN-94.